Welcome back. We are seeing a remarkable verdict being delivered here by the Delhi voter. Just as we saw a remarkable verdict during the Lok Sabha where the BJP scored a clear majority, now it seems the Aam Aadmi Party is heading for a possible 3/4 victory here in Delhi, well above even what we predicted in our exit polls. Clearly, it appears the trend has been set. But before we went into a break, we raised an interesting issue of over-promising during an electorate. Manisha Garai, you want to respond to that? Do you believe that the Aam Aadmi Party is winning this election because they promised so much? They promised free power, subsidized power, free water, free housing.
They promised it with an element of credibility.
Right.
And resources are never lacking. It's a question of how do you distribute these resources in terms of what you perceive as priorities. Just now we heard Ms. Sanyal referred to the 74th Amendment. And that's what I really want to focus on. That the 74th Amendment was based upon getting people to themselves secure for themselves whatever it is that they themselves want, instead of having to depend upon a higher level. Now, it's only when in the local body elections, the municipal elections, as and when they take place, that the AAP is able to repeat what it has secured here in the Delhi Assembly polls, that they will be able to effectively get that system going.
Is it easier for a party, which is a new party, to make those promises? They are not in government. If once you're in government, then then you are tested on all your promises.
No, not at all. These promises were made even by the Congress party in 1989.
Yes.
So you can make them even if you're in power. The point is that you cannot implement them if the municipal councillors are not yours.
Right.
So these promises will be fulfilled only to the extent to which the AAP is able to repeat this performance in the municipal polls when they take place.
And there's a general feeling, I made the point earlier, that the MCD, the Municipal Corporation of Delhi, was seen to be ineffective. It was run by the BJP, therefore the immediate person against whom there is anti-incumbency, if it is the MCD councillor. The Prime Minister can say whatever he wants from the ramparts of Red Fort. I have to deal with the municipal councillor. If he is failing me, I turn to the Aam Aadmi Party.
The reality lies somewhere in between. Delhi has had competing funds. Both the state government and the MCD have overlapping funds. And Delhi is one of those blessed places where nearly 50% or above of the budget is really spent on the social sector. And following the power sector reforms, the government has had a far greater headway on spending its money on the social sector. So today it's an issue of where the people feel this money will be credibly spent. Now, Arvind Kejriwal could have made these promises multiplied by X more. It's people who feel that he will honestly spend this money that's made the difference. And to that extent, I would say that really the BJP should have written its script in a manner in which they could have broken that,
let's be clear. Is there disillusionment? If you remember, for example, Amit Shah was asked the other day in an interview on ABP News about promises made by the BJP. He said this is jumla, idiomatic expression.
That didn't help.
No, now 1 year later, let's say there are MCD elections. Arvind Kejriwal will be also asked about these promises. He will now be on test.
No, it will be very easy for him in the MCD, because what he'll say is get rid of this lot and my people will come in and then we will together.
People are not so patient. People are not so patient. That the general trend in all this is that people are it's the impatient voter today. Whether it's Modi ji, whether it's Arvind in his first innings, whatever, people can get disillusioned very fast. If the Modi wave can end, then the Arvind wave can also end. I mean, today is his day, so I don't want to spoil that. But when you overpromise, it is going to be, that's the same problem. Where is Mr. Modi being attacked?
So, Sujit, you've always been worried about this. But the fact is the voter is not. There's a poor man who has to deal with a policeman who demands hafta, the Reda Patri wala. There is a poor man who lives in conditions where he cannot get power. He doesn't get uninterrupted power. He doesn't get proper water. I mean, sitting in a studio, we can call it populist. Out there, he is saying Arvind Kejriwal is empowering me.
One second. Look, just like everybody else on this show, the MCD is one of the major enemies of everybody.
Yes.
So let us not get into this class business. That the upper class doesn't care about the MCD and the lower class does, etc. Let me make a forecast on populism.
Yes.
Absolutely the case that Kejriwal has overpromised. That's what he did. His first entire reign was populism. Let me make a forecast.
Yes.
He will not at all be popular.